Welcome to another eye-opening hope. Today we'll be looking at the topic, God's awesomeness. Can we really figure out how awesome God is? Can we measure His awesomeness by our small imagination? I guess not. But what we can do, we can talk about His awesomeness in the things of nature and the things He has done for us. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Genesis 1 verse 1, that creatorship. For He spoke and it was done. He commanded and it stood fast. Psalms 33 verse 9. When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Job 38 verse 7. When I considered thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained, O Lord, O our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Who has set thy glory above the heavens? Psalms 8 verse 3 and verse 1. Great is our Lord, and of great power. His understanding is infinite. He telleth the number of the stars. He calleth them all by their names. Psalms 147 verse 5 and 4. It is said that all in all, Hubble reveals an estimated 100 billion galaxies in the universe or so, but this number is likely to increase to about 200 billion as telescope technology in space improves. It is also said that stars are not scattered randomly through space. They are gathered together into vast groups known as galaxies. The Sun belongs to a galaxy called the Milky Way. Astronomers estimate there are about 100,000 million stars in the Milky Way galaxy alone. Outside that, there are millions upon millions of other galaxies also. But check this out. 100,000 million stars are in the Milky Way galaxy alone. And there is an estimated 100 billion galaxies out there. And that is only what the Hubble telescope can pick up now. And they say it may be increased up to about 200 billion when they improve their telescope. So imagine the amount of stars are in these galaxies, because some might be bigger than some. And God knows all these stars by name and by number. According to this text, He telleth the number of the stars. He calleth them all by their names. Psalms 147 verse 4. What kind of mind could He really have to hold so much information? As it says, He's infinite. So His mind is infinite. It is something for you to think about. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Matthew 10 verse 30. Seriously think about this. Who have ever counted the amount of hair on their head? I guess no one. And every human which have died from Adam time, which is alive now, God knows the amount of hair on their head. Isn't that awesome? And we call it omniscience, knowing all things. To add to that, if 7 billion people are praying at the same time in different parts of the world, God is hearing each one prayer distinctively, like it is only one person talking to Him, and answer their prayer accordingly. For every being which is in the universe, the presence of God is there with them. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. Psalms 139 verse 7 to 12. And we call this power omnipresent. He is everywhere at the same time. Something to ponder. It would take 1.3 million Earths to fill up the sun. That's a lot of Earths. The sun makes up to 99.86% of the mass of the solar system, and it's the giant planets like Jupiter and Saturn which make the most of that remaining 14% of the solar system. The biggest star size wise is VY Canis Majoris, which is about 2,000 times wider than our sun. You can fit 9.3 billion of our suns into VY Canis Majoris. This star is about 4,900 light years from the Earth, and it is found in the constellation Canis Major. Our sun compared in size to the orange giant star Arcturus. Arcturus is an orange giant star with a radius of around 11 million miles, 18 million kilometers, which is around 26 times the size of the sun. Arcturus is estimated to have a mass of around 1.1 times that of the sun. About 17,500 suns will fit into it. And he is the one who created them all by just talking into existence every planet, every galaxy, every stars, every world there is. What an awesome God! Who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out the heaven with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in a balance. Isaiah 40 verse 12. The Lord do all this. He created the universe without any material. From nothing he made something. Isn't this indescribable? That's omnipotence. Can we fully understand God? No. We just need to know that even the wisest man made these statements. Then I beheld all the work of God, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun. Because though a man labor to seek it out, yet he shall not find it. Yea, further, though a wise man think to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. Ecclesiastes 8 verse 17. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he had set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11. For if we cannot fully understand or comprehend how our body works, how can we fully understand and comprehend God's creation, much less to fully understand and comprehend Him? It is impossible for finite minds to fully comprehend the character or the works of the infinite one. To the keenest intellect, the most highly educated mind, that holy being must ever remain clothed in mystery. Canst thou by searching find out God? Can thou find out the Almighty unto perfection? It is as high as heaven. What canst thou do? Deeper than hell. What canst thou know? The measure thereof is longer than the earth, and broader than the sea. Job 11:7-9. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgment, and his ways are past finding out. Romans 11:33. You see, the finite mind is inadequate to grasp the infinite. That man, with his limited human knowledge, cannot understand the purposes of omniscience. In the natural world, we are constantly surrounded with mysteries that we cannot fathom. The very humblest forms of life present a problem that the wisest of philosophers is powerless to explain. Everywhere are wonders beyond our knowledge. Should we then be surprised to find that in the spiritual world also, there are mysteries that we cannot understand? God is an awesome God. He is amazing. It was once more another eye-opening hope. Thank you for watching, Remember to click on the subscribe and bell icon, like, and please share. Peace.